Starbucks is selling you something, but it's not coffee. In fact, coffee might be the least important product Starbucks sells, because if great coffee alone made companies rich, thousands of local cafes around the world would be worth billions of dollars, but they aren't. So why do millions of people happily pay premium prices every single day? The answer isn't inside the coffee cup. It's hidden inside one of the smartest business strategies ever created. And once you understand it, you'll never look at Starbucks the same way again. Every morning, before offices fill up, before meetings begin, and before the stock market even opens, millions of people make the exact same decision. They walk past cheaper cafes, ignore lower prices, and choose Starbucks instead. So here's the real question. What are they actually buying? Because it certainly isn't just coffee. The answer has nothing to do with coffee beans and everything to do with human psychology. To understand Starbucks, we have to travel back to 1971. Back then, Starbucks wasn't a global giant. There were no frappuccinos, no mobile app, no rewards program, just a small coffee bean store in Seattle. Everything changed because of one man, Howard Schultz. During a trip to Italy, he noticed something unusual. People weren't rushing in and out with coffee. They were talking, laughing, reading newspapers, holding business meetings. Coffee wasn't the product, the experience was. That single observation would completely change Starbucks forever. When Howard returned to America, he didn't try to build a better coffee shop. He tried to build something much bigger, a place that people would visit, even if they weren't desperate for coffee. He called it the third place, not your home, not your office, but a place where people could relax, work, meet friends, or simply enjoy a few peaceful moments. That idea became one of the most valuable business strategies in modern history. Howard Schultz had built a beautiful coffee shop. But there was one problem. A beautiful coffee shop doesn't automatically become a billion-dollar business. So Starbucks asked a different question. How do we increase the amount each customer spends without making them feel pressured? The answer wasn't aggressive sales, it was smart design. The moment you walk into Starbucks, everything is carefully planned. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the warm lighting, the comfortable seating, even the music playing in the background. None of it is random. Every detail is designed to make you stay just a little longer, because in business, the longer customers stay, the more they usually spend. Now imagine you walk into Starbucks planning to spend just $5 while waiting. You notice a fresh croissant, a chocolate muffin, or a seasonal drink everyone is talking about. Without realizing it, your $5 purchase becomes $12. This strategy is known as increasing the average order value. Instead of finding millions of new customers every day, Starbucks simply earns a little more from the customers it already has. Small increases, repeated millions of times, create enormous revenue. But Starbucks didn't stop inside the store. It wanted customers to return again and again, without even thinking about it. So it built one of the world's most successful loyalty programs. The Starbucks app lets customers order ahead, collect rewards, unlock free drinks, and receive personalized offers. Every visit feels rewarding, and every reward makes the next visit even more likely. That's not just convenience, it's behavioral economics in action. By now, it might seem like Starbucks has revealed all its secrets: beautiful stores, higher value orders, a powerful rewards app. But those are only the tools. The real product Starbucks sells is something much more valuable, something invisible, something that makes millions of people choose Starbucks, even when cheaper options are right next door, and that's exactly what we'll uncover next. So far, we've talked about coffee, stores, apps, rewards, but here's the biggest surprise. None of those are Starbucks' real product. The real product is identity. Think about it. Why do millions of people walk through a city holding a Starbucks cup? Because sometimes, people don't just buy products, they buy what those products say about them. A Starbucks cup quietly tells the world, I'm on my way to work. I'm productive. I'm successful. Whether that's true or not, the feeling is real. And feelings often influence buying decisions more than facts. This is why Starbucks invests billions in branding. Walk into a Starbucks in Seattle, Dubai, London, or Tokyo, and you'll notice something. The atmosphere feels familiar. The lighting, the music, the smell, the menu, even the customer experience. Consistency builds trust, and trust allows companies to charge premium prices. That's why Starbucks isn't competing to be the cheapest, it's competing to be the most trusted. Now imagine a local coffee shop opens next door, its coffee tastes even better, and it costs less. Logically, most customers should switch, but many won't, because people rarely make buying decisions using logic alone. They buy based on habit, trust, comfort, and familiarity. That's why Starbucks can charge more, without losing millions of loyal customers. That's the hidden economics of Starbucks. The company isn't just selling coffee, it's selling trust, habit, identity, and an experience customers want to repeat. But here's the most valuable lesson of all. What Starbucks teaches us isn't just about coffee, it's about how every great business creates customers who come back, again and again. Starbucks didn't become a global giant because it made the best coffee. It became a global giant because it understood people better than its competitors. In the final chapter, we'll reveal the business lesson that every entrepreneur can learn from Starbucks and why it applies far beyond coffee. Here's the biggest lesson Starbucks teaches us. The world's most valuable companies don't win because they have the best product. They win because they become the hardest company to replace. Think about Apple. People don't buy iPhones because they're the cheapest. Think about Ferrari. People don't buy Ferraris because they're practical. And Starbucks? People don't visit because it's the cheapest cup of coffee. They visit because Starbucks has become part of their daily routine. That's the real competitive advantage, not price, not coffee, habit. Most businesses ask one simple question: how can we sell more? But companies like Starbucks ask a completely different question: how can we become part of our customers' everyday life? That's why Starbucks invests in its stores, its mobile app, its rewards program, its customer service, and its brand. Because every small improvement makes customers return again and again and again. When repeat customers become your biggest source of revenue, growth becomes predictable. Now imagine, tomorrow, a brand new coffee shop opens across the street. Its coffee tastes better. Its prices are lower. Its furniture is newer. Would Starbucks suddenly lose millions of customers? Probably not. Because trust isn't built overnight. It's built one visit at a time, one positive experience at a time, one habit at a time. And after years of earning that trust, very few competitors can take it away. That's why Starbucks isn't protected by coffee, it's protected by customer loyalty.